Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to another installment of 25 Days, 25 Gripes, in which we look at annoying ass people and their annoying ass habits. I'm your host, Mr. P, and today we're taking a look at TikTok and its role in the decay of our society as we know it. This issue has two areas worthy of griping for me: those who make the content for TikTok, and those who consume said content, which in turn further enables more idiocy. Which you're probably thinking, duh, motherfucker. Every social media app has those who make content and those who follow it. But I just felt that it was important to outline that there are two separate entities at play here when we're talking about TikTok, and they feed off each other, akin to a parasitic relationship between organisms. Now, there's part of me that believes TikTok is just the latest dumb trendy app in a long line of dumb trendy apps. When I was in middle school and high school, it was Vine. Before that, I'd imagine it was the 2000s era of YouTube when YouTube was just a war zone for any type of wild content that you could make. I mean, seriously, go back and watch some videos from that time that were common to watch, and you'll realize that a lot of it would not fly in today's climate. And I think I did mention in the Spotify episode in which we covered stinky, douchey indie bands that this could be made into a larger separate episode discussing social media in general and its hold on our culture. But whether it's a stupid dance, lip syncing, or preaching your social and political agenda, I can just never get past the inauthenticity of the people on TikTok and how you can clearly tell most of the content creators severely dumb down their personality for views. But then some people post things and follow certain trends over TikTok to where I do genuinely question if their IQ is really that low. For instance, the knockout challenge, where for some reason it was such a hip, fashionable thing to do to approach people and knock them out on camera. Just the latest challenge that the kids are up to these days. Just what rascals we are. I don't know what uncivilized culture you're from, but where I'm from, we call that assault, motherfucker. Also, you're an idiot for broadcasting yourself assaulting people. I sound like that old guy now that says, when we used to fuck people up back in the day, we made sure there weren't any cameras around. And if that's how I sound or come off, I assure you, I've never assaulted anybody in my life. But even if I had plans to, there wouldn't be a camera live streaming it with like minded miscreants throwing in their 2 cents. Whoa, CTFU, LOLs, can't wait for the views on this one. And this is where 2000s YouTube comes into play again because it's like, why are we filming ourselves knocking the shit out of people? What happened to the simpler, easier times of the videos at the drive-through windows where they'd hand you your food and you throw it back at them while yelling, "Fire in the hole!" Things were so innocent back then. Then, of course, there are the people that consume this content endlessly, which gives these jackals a platform. I guess there's no other way to categorize this next point other than me just being a crotchety old man again. But we're already in too deep, kind of like the Genesis song. And you probably have an idea of how miserable I am by this point anyway, so who's counting? But I feel as if TikTok is this generation's form of media that rots your brain. First it was TV, or maybe it was even said about radio before that. Then when gaming consoles came out and a lot of them became more popular, like PlayStation 2 and Xbox were seen as brainwashing mechanisms in the eyes of some parents. But the difference is that TikTok is a video only sharing app in which anyone can make content and make sure that it reaches you instantly. We live in a very instant gratification based society. At least with TV and video games, the content made has to usually be okayed by one idiot or a team of idiots, whereas with TikTok, any asshole can just record themselves being a general knob to society. And yes, I'm fully aware of the irony of me complaining about how any loser with technology can make themselves heard, as I'm currently developing an ongoing mini-series in which I vent about first world problems. But as previously stated, at least I'm self-aware to a degree and try not to take myself too seriously. And God forbid you either don't have TikTok or don't find it funny whenever you're shown a generic one, which by the way is usually when you're held against your will at social gunpoint by somebody with a smartphone. There's no quicker way to have me depart a conversation than when I hear, "Oh dude, let me show you this TikTok." What about you guys? Do most of you have TikTok? Do you make videos on there or do you just watch the videos that other people upload? In other words, do you just like to watch? Have you ever thrown fast food at an unsuspecting retail worker? On tomorrow's show, we'll be continuing our social media theme and people who complain on apps such as Facebook and Snapchat about common problems such as having to go to work and how it doesn't get you any closer to clocking out. Also, just as a brief announcement, there are loose discussions behind the scenes of the show to do a possible collaboration with a guest or two in some of the ensuing episodes. I know what you're thinking, and the answer is yes, there are people out there as miserable as I am. And no, they weren't hard to befriend. I'll share more details when I have them, but I wanted to at least give you guys that update. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I hope that you enjoyed the episode. And as always, if you're liking what I'm spewing, please like and subscribe.